Hey everyone, this is One Man Zerg with the UEN.com giving you a tip today on sentries and their force field ability. Now this is a really strong ability. You can use it to block ramps into your base, to block ramps into your opponent's base when your troops are there and his aren't, to split armies up, and to put armies into their own chokehold. And what you can see right here, just to set it up a little, White Raw, a very good Protoss player, is playing against Zpux, a very good Zerg player, and he has a longer range army than him for the most part, other than the Zealots, and he has a lot of sentries, so he's going to be able to drop a lot of force fields. So let's watch this go down right now. He's attacking this base, and the Zerg is trying to get into position right over here, but you can see as he's getting into position, he's going to try and, White Raw that is going to try and surround his troops with a layer of these force fields. So let's watch this go down. Now you can shift click those down to make it easier on you, and then you can see he's trapped some of them on his side, a manageable amount, and then the rest of them are blocked off in between the buildings and the force field. So this looks like 70-80% of Zpux army can't even get to White Raw's army, while White Raw handles the Mutalisks and the troops that are in there. So he's able to kill these troops much more easily because he's not facing the full firepower of this Zerg army. And then those Mutalisks have to run away because they're very expensive. So it's a battle White Raw otherwise wouldn't have won. So let's see. He's going to get out of that base because he sees the force fields are down. He's outnumbered. What's he going to do? Drop some more force fields, drop a couple troops on his side, and make sure the battle is once again in his favor. Now he has another little trick he's going to do up here in a minute, so I'm fast forwarding it. He split this army into a manageable force that he can deal with. Fast forwarding it again. And then fighting only with the force that he knows he can deal with. In the meantime, playing it off. And so you can really get a lot of map control and make sure that your army is the one that comes out ahead. Here he's going to split them. That's another good use. You're trapping them from the retreat, trapping an incoming army. And then if you drop a force field, say this is a line of troops. If you drop a force field in this line of troops here and here, that means only these troops and these troops are going to be able to fire at you. So it's kind of like you're creating your own pinch zone there. This is a good example of splitting an army's line. You can see those force fields in the center of the line split the Hydralisk line, so not the whole line can attack, but the whole Protoss line can attack, allowing more Protoss units to attack fewer Zerg units attacking them. This is the same thing as what you'd want to do in open terrain. Once again, splitting that line, you see those force fields in the middle, so only the outskirts of the Hydralisk can attack, giving the Protoss player the advantage. And then once again, he's going to push him back and split that line by casting those lower force fields. So the Zerg army has to keep retreating to get a full line of attack, while the Protoss army this entire time has its full line of units attacking. I hope that tip works well for you. It's force fields again on the Sentry. Remember, wall off shorter range troops, wall off just half the army so you can deal with the half that you can beat, and put force fields in the middle of opposing lines so that your line is larger and longer than their line, meaning you're firing with more troops at their troops, so you have a bigger advantage win. Thanks for listening. Go to the UEN.com or go to our YouTube channel, the UEN TV.